see if it reconnects. All right, reconnected. Oh boy. Oh boy, this might actually be the one. This might be the one. Let's see. Are we back? Are we live? Are we live? Yeah, I see myself. Okay, that took a bit. Sorry. I retardedly decided to disconnect from my VPN while I was doing the live stream, as opposed to doing it before like an intelligent person. And let me also disconnect this so I have all the resources available. Welcome, my friends. We're here on a beautiful Wednesday. And by beautiful, I mean probably one of the worst days in terms of weather that we've had in a while. You know that in Miami, Florida, it's always perpetually hot. Freezing for us is, I don't know, I want to say 70 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing for us. I don't know what the units are in your respected country. Let me also make sure that the audio is good, because I have to reset my computer every time. Oh, there you go. Now it's good. Now it's good. Every time I have to do a live stream, for some reason, I have to reset my computer now. I don't know why, ever since the last update. Little fun things that happen when you are trying to do live streams and become an online influencer. There's a certain magician, I don't want to name, but I saw a video that this person made for another company where they were flashing. They were flashing throughout the little performance. I don't want to name names. Or say anything derogatory about any person in the community, but they were doing a paid sponsorship, and the entire video that I'm sure they got paid a lot of money for, they were doing nothing but showing how the trick is done shittily. And I really thought to myself, hey, wow, maybe I should go around this in a different way rather than trying to go about it in the way that I'm doing to be an online magic superstar. I have a tattoo idea for you. You should get Chinese character for the words Chinese character tattooed on you. I thought of that. I thought of getting the words tattoo in Japanese tattooed on me, but it's not a direct translation. I don't think it's a direct translation, so it's not going to be good, and it would be annoying. I just want to keep to the theme for now. I have a couple that I have here that I've, let me see if I could find them. Tattoo ideas. I don't know if I wrote them down here. I know I wrote a bunch of tricks. Wow, thank you. Thank you for this. How about tattoos? I have a folder. I know this isn't great TV. So there's one called Stop Looking at My Tattoo. There is My Favorite Tattoo and Serious Tattoo. So those are going to be the next ones. Thought flashing in public was illegal. Thought flashing in public was illegal. Don't say that. Okay, am I? Okay. I'm always afraid that I'm somehow showing my penis or exposing myself. So anyways, we have an action-packed show as usual when it comes to the PigCast. This is a magic channel. I like to give the disclaimer. But on these PigCasts, I like to go into more diversified topics, more into different things that are happening around the planet that might be more relevant to you as a human rather than as a magician. So we're going to talk about terrible friends, an awful gun buyback. We're going to talk about terrible drivers, also some voicemails. If you want to leave a voicemail, leave it down in the description section. There is a link there that you could find so you could leave a voicemail anonymously, by the way. You don't have to share your name. Slatzer, you are a mod. I just added you as a mod. Look at that. Enjoy your modship, my friend. Enjoy your blue wrench because it is not easy. As a matter of fact, let me make sure. Is Manel's not a mod? No, that's crazy that Manel's not a mod. I guess I have to make you a mod after Manel. I didn't realize that you weren't a mod. I thought you were. But yeah, I'm handing out mods like crack in the hood. Also, this one, dinner, trick of the day. I guess we should start with the trick of the day, right? We should start with the trick of the day. I guess that's the best way to start it here. This is the magic trick of the day. I like to say that this isn't necessarily a magic-related stream, although we do talk about magic tricks since this is a magic channel. So this is a nice card magic change. So this is, I guess this guy called it Morning Magic. Morning Magic. So let's go through it here and show you what I'm talking about. This is the trick of the day. 7 of clubs. And the card changes magically into the 2 of hearts. Cool. Good shit. I think it looks cool. Trick of the day. There you go. So let that be some Wednesday motivation for you guys. Anything is possible. This isn't going to be a good stream. I already feel it with all the technical issues glaring behind the scenes. I already feel it. It's percolating inside of me. So that's the trick of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I like to show you guys certain tricks so that you know that, this is still magic and you are hopefully going to inspire you to do other things bigger and better with your lives. Everything in moderation, especially moderation. Mods here. Okay, you've changed, Piggy. You've changed. Well, Daniel's been a mod. Daniel's a mod. And Daniel's caused me some headaches as a mod. So what I thought is either have everybody a mod, right? So then it's complete chaos, or no mods. But I think realistically, I have to add it there. Now, mods are just, I guess it's just a status symbol here. It's not really designed for anything other than, I guess, just so you could say, hey, I'm a moderator. Because if not, then what are you going to do? You're going to ban people for making certain comments? This is a free-flowing area. You could say whatever you want within the YouTube guidelines, unfortunately. Also, somebody, I went to the P.O. box, and I was given a bunch of these. These are rocket books. So I don't know who sent these to me. I don't know if you want me to name you, but thank you for that. So that's why I'm writing down on a card today. I'm a fan of these. They're reusable notebooks, so you could just erase them and reuse it. And they graciously sent me these to my P.O. box. So I'm going to be using them. And I appreciate it. If you want to be named, let me know. I know certain people don't like to be named because then you're associating with Piggy. And that's not necessarily a good thing. But so I thank you for that. If you want to send me cool stuff, I do have a P.O. box. I keep reminding people that one of the first things that was sent to me was a noose, which was very interesting because the moment I opened it up, that was the first thing that was sent to me. So I'm like, oh, great, good to know the community that I've harbored here on YouTube. I want to get beef and broccoli and Mandarin tattooed. That's funny. That's funny because the assumption is it's like when Asian people get English tattooed, and English tattoos are like water. So they get the word water tattooed because it's meaningless. To them, it just seems like symbols. To us, it's the same thing with Asian characters. It seems like symbols, even though to them, it's words. To ignorant us, it might seem like art. I guess let's go into this one. I don't know why I wrote down fart. I wrote down fart. So that might lead me to go into this one, which is a mermaid farting. Now, I don't know if you've been to these shows, but I've been to a couple where you have what looks like to be a very underpaid employee in some sort of tank. That can't be easy to do, by the way. You have what looks like to be a fin, but the fin I'd feel claustrophobic. I'd feel very claustrophobic. So let's see this. So we have Little Mermaid song. I can't play it for fear of getting ass blasted. When the mermaid applied through Indeed. So clearly she felt claustrophobic and couldn't handle it as well. Keep your jokes to yourself about the person and their ability to swim. Now, I thought that this was a farting one. I thought this was a farting mermaid because I've seen another one where the mermaid apparently farted. So it's kind of interesting that this one was just her essentially ditching out of her costume, which kind of ruins the magic, don't you think? This is like Santa Claus in a mall cursing. So imagine Santa Claus going to whatever mall you happen to be in and Santa Claus just goes, fuck! It's going to ruin it for whatever kids are there. So here somebody might look at her and think, oh, whoa, look at that, Little Mermaid. And then once she takes off the fin, now the magic's gone. Although, it seems like she inhaled, right? She's there with no tank. She couldn't swim up. Yeah, that whole thing is just ruins the magic. The way TikTok has never shown me a mermaid almost drown until this. Gail Lewis would have stayed there for 10 years guaranteed. I'm just looking at the comments here. We almost saw a mermaid drown. Mermaid almost turned into an angel. Some more Gail Lewis memes. She was scared for her life. As a kid, it's better to see the mermaid become human than the mermaid slowly float to the floor and not move anymore. That's true, I guess. That brings a new perspective. Her tail was caught. They just cropped the video. This was probably a terrifying moment for her. Let's see, 21 comments. You could see the bottom right corner that the fin got caught. So let's see, bottom right corner. Yeah, it does seem like the fin was caught there. And she immediately said, nope, I'm out of there. So that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. I've seen those videos of Marines training for whatever fucking missions, and their arms are tied behind their back, and they have to go downstairs. I'm not a fan of that. I can't swim. So if you ever want me to, perish, then definitely throw me in a body of water, because I can't swim. As a Cuban man, you'd think that would somehow be against my very fiber of my being, especially considering most of my ancestors came here in a refrigerator. A mermaid shows Florida thing or an American thing? I think it's a American thing. We tend to be obsessed with these weird sort of mythical creatures like Bigfoot. There's still a big community here with Bigfoot. I imagine it's the same over there with Nessie, right? Even though Nessie was a provable scam. So it's kind of funny that we have this obsession with, what's the terms? Cryptozoology. I want to be able to get PigCake moderator on my tombstone. You should put it in your resume and see how far that gets you. I think all paper is reusable if you use a pencil. That is true. But the interesting part about these notebooks, which I feel like the person that sent these to me works for the company, because these are, I've never seen these. These are like Post-it notes that are erasable. Technically, you're right. A paper and pencil would be erasable. But what's cool about this one is that you could use these friction pens, and you use a wet little napkin and erase it, and you could reuse it. Although in my experience, when you reuse it multiple times, it doesn't work as well as it did when it initially. Like here, look at that. You could read all the text. Whereas my notebook that I've used probably 100 times doesn't look good anymore. That's very boring. I'm sorry to bore you with the nitty gritty of how I organize myself, but you said it, Ed Blitch. Oh my fucking God. My mom convinced Bigfoot is real. Yeah, it's kind of a dumb thing. For some odd reason, people tend to think that certain cryptozoological animals exist, even despite the fact that you would find evidence. You'd find evidence. Either droppings or bones, but we haven't found any of those. And everything is nefarious. You should do a bad unboxing series like iDubbbz. I did, Nicholas. I did for a while. I did have a bad unboxing series where I would unbox things that were sent to me by the community. People don't send me much anymore. But when I do get things, it's usually crazy things. Meat Blanket of Meat Blanket fame from back in the day sent me a whole camera. A Canon. That was really nice of him. I still message him from time to time, and I want to blow him. I don't want to name who he actually is, again, for fear of being associated with Piggy, which according to emails sent to illusionist.com is a bad thing. But the things that I do get are pretty interesting. People send me random things. Again, these are things that I'd use. So I've gotten many things throughout the years that were quite interesting, but never good for an unboxing series. I've done a couple unboxing videos, but it's never been anything fun to make use of in, for example, videos. I've had, for example, one with a magic kit that I thought was great, kind of unhinged. A friction pen could be erased with hot iron. Heat kills that ink. Yeah, that's also the bit with that. And every magician has had at least 14 tricks with this ever since they came out. But I just use them for this. For actual purposes. Ben Shapiro says, I once bought a tin of Altoids with a paper wrapper inside that said, made of dreams of pregnant mermaids, pranked by the manufacturing process that designs the box and its insides. That lets me know again your age, Ben Shapiro. I miss the Altoids that used to be the sour mangoes. And then now they only have regular Altoids. Everybody loves those sour mangoes one. So if you happen to work for Altoids, bring it back. What else is here? This is an interesting one. I guess I saw this. For some reason, Twitter and TikTok know that I have a water gun because I've gotten nothing but water gun things being shown to me. And, I keep my TikTok typically separate from YouTube. So it's interesting that I might search something up on YouTube and then still I'm being shown a lot of things on TikTok. You would think the ads would be independent, but I guess the cookies merged them. And here we have what looks like to be a buyback program in San Antonio for some guns. And this individual here, who I guess is running for some sort of office, said San Antonio gun buyback is seeing an overwhelming response today. And you could see, I mean, you don't have to be a gun enthusiast to know that these people are essentially getting rid of shit guns. They're getting rid of, let's see what the comment says. The comment says, look at those terrifying assault hunting rifles. What a worthless event. Says donut operator Brendan Herrera, I believe a very popular gun enthusiast. What a pile of crap. Owners are probably using the money to buy back assault rifles. That's funny. I believe that. Yeah, so this is the nutshell of American politics. It's very similar in England when you had a surge in knife attacks and their solution was to ban knives. People are still going to have access to knives. People are going to get knives. Your law is not going to prevent them from getting knives. Same thing with this. If people want to get guns, they're going to get guns. The only people you're affecting are people that are doing it legally and correctly and doing it with due diligence and not just, mind you, I say that after buying a gun off my friend, but technically here it's legal. I didn't do anything that's within any sort of crime. I signed a paper. I did a transfer. The serial number is all accounted for. So I did it the legit way. I didn't just buy it from a dude in the street. But you're affecting people that do it lawfully. That's who you're affecting with these the stupid mentality. And this guy, I guess, thought that a gun buyback program would be good. I believe this guy's running for, let's say, Texas. Source in Texas matters. So yeah, that's a complete waste of time. And I found that to be hysterical. I know that for sure nobody's getting rid of North American Arms mini revolvers. And if they are, they shouldn't sell them. They should give them to me because I'm still looking for that. I know it annoys you, Slatzer, because you have to write that or you wrote that down every time you do a summary. But I'm still looking for the gun and nobody's giving me a good price on it. I've asked around for the gun, the North American mini revolver in either Magnum or long rifle ammo, and nobody has a good deal on it. I've seen maybe one, but then somebody took it out, so it was sold before I could get to it. It was like $180. Oh, but alas, everything I've seen has been very overpriced. So if you know somebody that's willing to get rid of a North American Arms mini revolver, please let me know. I'm in the market. If Bigfoot isn't real, what does that mean about Santa, the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy? Tell me it ain't so, piggy. Well, I remember how I found out about Santa in my household. There were a lot of brothers in my household, a single mother with a grandmother, and I could say 4 brothers, including me. And the way that I found out about Santa was I found a receipt. So that's how I found out about Santa Claus. And I remember one of my cousins, I asked him, hey, man, so what'd your parents get you for Christmas? And he goes, I don't know what my parents got me. And then his other cousin bitched at me later and said, hey, man, what the fuck? He still thinks Santa gets the stuff. And I'm like, he's 14. He's 14 years old. At this point, he should definitely not think that Santa Claus is coming to town. But it is a nice thing with little kids that you make them think, it's this whole thing. And they get ready. They put cookies. It's a nice tradition to establish. But that's how I found out. Not to make it about me, Ed. But of course, I have to make it about me. I do all my marking and friction pen, so I write "this is shit" on a 9-year-old's homework and then erase it. Is that catharsis? I feel like that might be the way that you get around just flat out blowing up on a student. God, I don't miss that. I was hanging out with some teachers over the weekend, and they were explaining to me. I was hanging out with teachers at a friend's mom's funeral. So there's already this sort of morbid air, but they were telling me about just some dumb shit that they were dealing with at the school. Ew, God. And it's always from fat women in polyester outfits. Essentially, that's who your superior is. Some fat bitch in a polyester outfit. Gross. So my catharsis back in the day when I was a teacher was, I guess I did it openly. That might be why I didn't last as long as I did. Even though they never wrote me up. Technically, I got fired because I talked about money that the school was stealing that they shouldn't have. And as far as I remember for the younger ones, I would only blow up maybe once a month. And then they would be like, oh, shit, okay, he's serious. So you had to do that because you had to let them know, okay, all right, daddy's mad. With the 12th graders and the seniors that I had, boy, I would, every time shit was going down, are you dumb? Hey, are you retarded? So it was that with a lot of them. And I could see why that wasn't a career for me. I did just get a voicemail, so that reminds me to check out the voicemails here. If you want to leave one, make sure to do so in the link in the description section below. This was sent yesterday by Mark. Let's see. I assume if you wrote your name here that you don't mind me sharing your name.
Piggy, 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 piggy. Hey, Piggy. Keep doing that magic. Love you, man.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Again, a rare, kind message in a sea of what is usually 8s. Usually I get messages referring to my height. People say, oh, Piggy, you look like the guy from Big Bang Theory, which makes me want to grab the fucking Hellcat behind me and unload on wherever you're from. But I appreciate that. Let's see what Ron has to say here.
Everything seems to be very knowledgeable when you're explaining the magic, and also the each magic piece of magic is well explained.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very knowledgeable because I don't know what a woman looks like naked. So that's why I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to magic. I don't know what a woman looks like naked. And it's not a good thing to be knowledgeable in. I've seen people on Facebook recently be posting about, oh, I've been doing this for 14 years or whatever. I think I know what I'm talking about. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing because that means you're less of a person and more of a magician, which you never want to be. You always want to be more of a person, more of a human being than you are a magician. And let's see, this one is anonymous.
Nigga.
Okay, now I don't know if that was with a P.
Nigga.
Again, I can't tell if that was a P or an N.
Nigga.
I think it was a P. I think it was Pigga. Pigga, which is perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable. The other one is the one that gets you in trouble and fired. So that's the one you don't want to say. Let me cross that out here. So what else do I have here? My goodness, I just have a bunch of random videos. I guess that's what the stream has turned into. I heard Liam Neeson started as a teacher, but he slapped the shit out of a student his first day and got fired. Oh boy. Well, that's the other one, right? The thing is that you really can't touch them like you could back in the day. And I don't mean you know what I mean. Back in the day, you had the nuns with the rulers that would beat the shit out of kids. We need to bring that back because now they're not afraid. Everything's on Google. They know that you can't touch them. So what are they going to do? I think I've mentioned a story before, but I remember there was a kid that was throwing pencils down a hole in the floor of the classroom. And the janitor found that the kid just kept dropping trash there. And this kid was a 6th grader. So the principal took him to the office and just huffed and puffed. I was turning red, screaming at this kid, telling him, what are you doing? Like scaring him, scaring him. And the kid was there looking at him like this. A little Chicken Little kid. Like he looked just like Chicken Little. Looking at him like this. You won. You won. You realize the cheat code, which is they can't do shit to you. They can't touch you. There's no such thing as a permanent record. So if they say, I'm going to give you a referral and that's going to go to your college. No, it's not. That doesn't go to your college. What goes to your college are your transcripts, not referrals. Ugh. God, what a fucking lie you have to tell these kids. I'm going to give you detentions. Middle school is irrelevant. High school is irrelevant. The only thing that's relevant, I guess, is if you get a fucking GED diploma, high school equivalency diploma. And some jobs, you need, obviously, college degrees. But that's really who you know. That's really who you know. Unless you're into some trade, and then you really need to know. But for most jobs, it's really who you know. You can make 6 figures on a high school diploma. It's kind of crazy. What else is here? I know I wrote, spatial. This is one that got me upset because I had some errands to run today. I have to send some tricks to a bunch of people that I want to do performances for my upcoming trick with Alakazam. So I don't want to name any specifics as to the trick, but it's already named. Thank you to, I actually forgot who named it. But they sent me an email and I'm going to send them back one. I think it might have been Steve Brooksy that comes here frequently. I think he named it. But I have to send that because I don't want to do performances for the trick. I want other people to do performances for me. So I got to send one to, let's see where he's at, JS. Let me actually respond to him. So I got to send a couple out there. That's what you're looking for. Yeah. So I got to send him one and then send him the little instructional that I made for it. But right now I'm working on the videos. I'm working on the explanations right now for that particular project. So hopefully we can get out before Blackpool. That's what my goal is. But Peter Nardi has been reminding me to get on it. So I want to get on it and get some good performances. So this right here, this, speaking of, I got distracted. This bothers me. So I was doing a bunch of errands, and one thing that I just hate is people that have no spatial awareness, as you could see by this particular TikTok post. And you think, oh, this is a parody. No, this is extraordinarily common. What is it with people thinking, I'm just going to stand right in front of an exit and stop? That's going to be where I'm going to decide to text. God, fuck. This one in a hallway. The one that gets me is in grocery stores, because in grocery stores, it's not just you, it's your cart. And for some odd reason, they decide to leave their cart like this, as opposed to like this, where now I could walk between. They just leave it like this in an aisle. So what am I supposed to do? Bum rush? Jump over it? Slide under it like I'm in a Bollywood movie and I'm on a motorcycle? No, be better.
Be better. Be better. Be better.
Be better. So there are people, and I think it's a chronic issue, that people have no idea when it comes to any sort of spatial awareness. Not even spatial awareness, just being inconsiderate. I've pushed people's shopping carts all the way down aisles before. Welcome to the world. Like, bro, go near the wall. Such a pet peeve. I'm reading the comments, by the way. It's almost like they want to be a bother. That is true. It feels like they just don't care. And usually also it's the cart, the grocery store, or families. Here it's families. The weird thing about going grocery shopping in Miami, especially where I go, like Aldi's, BJ's, is that they treat it as a family event. And I'm including my own people, the Cubans. So they'll bring everybody. They'll bring the grandmother, the mom, the abuela. They'll bring the tia, the dad. And you have 7 people grocery shopping. That's not efficient. That's not efficient or effective. My goodness, be better again.
Be better. Be better. Be better.
So spatial awareness is, people, what are your pet peeves? When people have no spatial awareness and they think that they're the only ones that live in a society.
You know, we're living in a society.
That froze my monitor. That's the 3rd time I've had to do that. I don't know if my computer's dying. I don't know if that's what it is. Or it might just be my hard drive that's being shit. Or just the update that ruined my shit. But that's AIDS, and I hate that. And if you're that person, you should be ashamed of yourself. I really hope that no person that follows my channel is a spatial awareness Nazi, because I wouldn't want you to be watching my videos. Let's go through here. That's the problem with shouting at kids. You have nowhere to go when they continue doing whatever shit they were doing. That's true. That's the annoying part, that they really can't, because you can't touch them. As a matter of fact, if 2 kids get into a fight in your class and you pull them apart, you could get your teacher license revoked here, because you're supposed to call security, whose job it is to actually separate the kids. You can't touch the kids no matter what. So it's the most retarded thing on the planet. I'm 45, and I remember in the 80s, a principal would beat your ass with a paddle, and then your dad would beat your ass again when you got home. That's just the way it was for everyone. And look at that. It made for good men. That made for good men. Hazing works. And unfortunately, now we're just... Oh, no, we have to worry about your feelings. Make sure you're bullied. Everyone was bullied when I was growing up. Everyone was bullied. I was bullied. Everybody was either a bully or bullied. This weird culture of, I don't know, depression. I think it's because we have too much stimulation. We're overstimulated, especially our children. We're giving them Adderall. Could you imagine you have a kid that has trouble focusing and you give them meth and that's your solution? They're all hocked up on SSRIs and shit. Their brains aren't even done developing. They're not even done growing hair on their nuts. And then you're giving them all these medications. So we're overstimulated. We're overmedicated. Scientology is right when it comes to that particular thing. Parents used to support the teachers. That is the biggest change over the past 20 years. The parents will not help a teacher with their child. It's ridiculous. That's true. Again, another issue. I'm sure as a teacher, you go through that where every parent thinks their kid is infallible. They think that it was very rare that you had a parent be like, yeah, my kid's a nightmare. I'm sorry. Is there anything I could do at home? Is there anything I could do or tell him that is going to change his mind or whatever? It's like, yeah, you know, and then you talk it over. Very few parents were like that. Most parents were of the awareness that their kids had never done anything. Never done anything wrong, never done anything incorrect. Everything they did was, they were the next Einstein. God, fuck. I was this kid. I'll never forget because he had the physiognomy that I hated. There was this, I'm trying to remember, a UFC fighter that he got involved in this cult guy. This guy that was into this esoteric shit. I forgot what his name was. He might have been Brazilian. The coach's face was the same face of this kid. That face shape where it's like your lips are kind of pursed permanently. I'm sure if you know what I'm talking about, if you're a UFC fan. What was his name? It wasn't Paulo Costa, but it was someone that essentially put all their eggs in this guy's basket. I saw a whole documentary on it, and this guy essentially ruined his career and stole his money and all the other stuff. That same face shape, if you know what I'm talking about, leave it in the comment section so I could look it up and I show you. But it's this kid, and I remember his mom looked the same, and she swore that her kid was infallible. People standing in doorways is my biggest pet peeve. I think that the what you have to carry around on you is a truck horn, just to blast them right behind her face if they do that. My friend very passive-aggressively says, "Excuse me," which I've seen in person, and it's very cringe. Nightmare Sanchez. Yeah, that's it. But who's the guy that trained him? Who's the guy that trained him? That guy. Oh, he was hanging him upside down and punching his stomach. What a fucking cringe magnet. I hate when people don't use deodorant or any sort of personal hygiene when they go into crowded places. The fats, says Nicholas Jordan. Nicholas Jordan, you also get the pin of glory for that. I could not agree with you more, my friend. I could not agree with you more. That is the truth. I was experiencing that today at Aldi's. At Aldi's, the grocery store, with the smell of actual asshole. The smell of actual butthole. And it doesn't help that I'm at their level when it comes to butts. I'm usually at your butt level because of my height. So it was just hitting me in the face. And I was wondering, dude, you couldn't just wipe? You couldn't just wipe? What do you shit and then you stand up like a troglodyte? God, fuck. Here's one. Oh, Manel says, all right, gotta head out. People on the other side of the world need to sleep. Take care, bitch ass culero. That's a Mexican insult, man. That doesn't affect people of my diaspora. Let's see if I could find this one. This one is border. So this one is called border. Let's see. Usually when this guy messages me this, it's never a good thing. So hopefully, let's see. Oh, shit. Oh, man. God, that gave me chills. Boy, I got deuce chills reading that fucking message. This one is titled Border. So this was a TikTok that I saw. Let me see if I could actually find it. I don't know if I showed this to you guys. I might have. But this one, I might have. But I don't think I updated it. That might be it. So we have girls doing a stupid TikTok trend. Right? Oh, look, we're traveling. And then they're doing a little cross-leg thing. Right? Atina was arrested at the border. So they just kept going without Atina. They just kept going without her. Atina was clearly the hot one in the group, by the way. And she's gone. Wow, talk about unloyal bitches. And from my understanding, Atina did post an update that I found on TikTok. Let me see if I could find her here. That's fucking great. So let's go back to the post. I'm out. Yeah, Tina was very clearly the hot one. Oh, she's showing, I think, the border enforcement. So let's see if she actually updated with the story time. God, wow, that is... Look at that. Look at that business. Oh, my goodness. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. So I'm trying to see if there's any sort of... yes, this was the one, Stitch. And then this is the next thing she posted. So she did an update apart from just showing her fine-ass face. So that's kind of lame.
Story time. Just give us.
Oh, she did update. I am retarded. Okay, so let's play it here.
Thank you for all your consent. By Guillotine is back, and we'll be doing a story time briefly, guys. Just be patient. Be patient with us. Let us process this. Yeah, I'm still trying to process it. Yeah,
Okay, be
so
patient
just
is what they said,
we
and this
promise
was
we'll give you guys
11:25. So I had to do a coke snort. 11:25. So they haven't posted anything since. But goddamn, man, what do you do in that situation? What do you do in that situation? You're stuck, maybe going to Mexico or whatever, or crossing the border, and then you get caught and you come back. I guess you're kind of stuck, right? I fucked up. Whatever it is that I did, I guess I fucked up. But the point is, don't continue with your little Instagram or TikTok trend. Don't do that. At least that's the very least that you could do for me, considering I'm stuck there anyways. Don't do the trend. Just, you could go back. I guess I'm going to have to deal with that. Yeah. But the fact that they continued with that little trend just made it just top tier 2023 material. Let's see what else here. Nightmare Sanchez. I went to Spain. Fabia. Yeah, that's it. Fabia. Let me look that guy up. This guy's face just upsets me. Fabia, UFC. Let me see if I could find this guy. Fabian was his name. Oh, Joshua Fabia. Fuck, even has an annoying name. Joshua Fabia, fitness trainer. Look at this fuck's face. God, this fuck right here. This annoying fuck ruined his career. Diego Sanchez's career, ruined it. By giving him the weirdest training camp and his stupid face. The kid that I taught looked exactly like this. Ugh, God, what a fucking mess. And he was blaming Joe Rogan. How about you look at yourself? Look at this fucking geek. Look at this absolute geek. So he was hanging him upside down and punching him in the face and shit. I don't understand. What are you training him for? Fucking 007 torture? God, what an absolute zero loser of a dude. Ugh. God, fuck you and your stupid sharp nose. So that's the guy that I was talking about earlier. Ew, God. So that was a guy, ruined his career. I mean, his career was pretty much on a downward slump anyways. I went to Spain and no one used deodorant and everybody smelled like ass. I've heard that of France. But not Spain. I know in Spain everybody smokes cigarettes. So that might be the bit. But Spanish women are just this. They're this to me. Right here. Top tier is what Spanish women are. And I know.
What kind of America is this? Yes, put it on Facebook.
But sometimes I got to shout it out to the Spanish shotties. Because boy, there's something about their face structure. The fact that they don't give a shit. They're always there smoking cigarettes. It's very, very hot. Atina got nabbed for muling heroin. That would be awful, considering her attractiveness. What a waste of attractiveness if she's there being caught being a mule. God, fuck. Reminds me of that movie, the Rambo movie. I think where somebody was a mule or some shit, if I recall incorrectly or recall correctly. What's this one? Terrible Drivers? Terrible Drivers. Where's this from? Where the fuck did I even like this? Terrible Drivers. I don't even know the things that I bookmark anymore. Terrible Drivers, Terrible Drivers, Terrible Drivers. No. All right. Nope. Maybe here? I guess. I should be a little bit more organized. My goodness. What a fucking shoddy I just saw. I get distracted easily, by the way, by attractive women, if you haven't figured that out. I guess maybe I need Adderall. Give it to me, maybe. So this right here just drove me nuts. So we have what is a typical Nissan Altima driver, a Nissan Altima adult, complaining as to somebody, I don't know, going the speed limit. Let's see what she was doing. So at her peak, I can't see it well because it's not zoomed in, but correct me if I'm wrong, but that's 20, 40, 60, 80. So she's hitting 80 in what looks like to be not a highway. It doesn't look residential, but it doesn't look like any sort of highway. and she's bitching at this guy for slowing down her trip. So she's just vibing. Let me see what she says. God damn! Yeah, and it wouldn't be her fault, by the way, if she crashed. It wouldn't be her fault. That would be the guy's fault for doing what he's supposed to be doing. Oh, yeah. Come get me, right? So a lot of these comments are, I guess, positive, because this might be her account. Yeah, it is her account. So a lot of the comments are very positive, saying, oh, shit, man. Yo, dude, crazy. Period. What you at, gang? We on the way. Hey, yo, it doesn't matter if I kill a family of 8. Doesn't matter, because I got to get somewhere. You must, oh, my goodness. What a fucking... If I was president, and you are on camera, driving at 80 miles per hour, and what looks to be, I mean, it's not residential, but it's not a highway. It's definitely like one of these little main streets. Death penalty. No judge, no jury. Death penalty immediately. The cop would actually be the one in charge of doing that. So I'd give everybody North American Arms mini revolvers. So it would take them a long time to shoot them. I'd also give them the speed reloaders. So, man, that entire bit was just a fucking... I'd give them speed reloaders so they would be able to put a lot in you quickly. So if it was up to me, and also recording yourself, that's also retarded. Because now what you've done is provided evidence. You've essentially given yourself evidence and given everybody around you evidence for that. Donald Trump just died, says Steve Wonderbrooks. Could you imagine if Donnie D... I have to check because you never know. Nope. All right. Nope. Scrolling through my TikTok. I feel like that would be... I don't want to say anything. But just know that I would probably be in a period of mourning for a while. But I don't want to align myself politically with anyone, Steve Brooksy. This is an apolitical show. But just know that I wouldn't be around for a while because I'd have a serious period of mourning. Driving at 80 with a phone in her hand and nails like fucking talons. There's a word for people like that, and it rhymes with cunt. And corn pop. Oh, corn pop. Corn pop. Come on, man. 2023, man. We can't be doing that anymore. We can't be saying things like that anymore, corn pop. Are you getting my side eye? Are you getting the side eye? Is the bit coming through? Let me know if the bit is coming through. You can't say things like that, corn pop. I just find it retarded. People that commit driving infractions, straight death. Via 22 millimeter rounds. Straight death. And what's the other one here? Dinner. Dinner, I guess, is the last one. I don't know which one I referenced here. Again, I wish I was a little bit more organized so I could actually know which stories or which actual videos I want to show you here. Dinner. Where's the dinner? Is it on Twitter? Maybe it is on Twitter. Okay, my goodness. I'm sorry. Today's show has been an absolute mess. I thought, you know what it was? I think what threw me off was the fact that I disconnected from the VPN early in the stream. And that threw me off. So it's not the hot bitch. It is not that one. It is not that. I don't know what dinner is. I'm not gonna continue until I find this because now I'm invested. I wrote dinner. Dinner. Unless I wrote dinner. And if you look at my my TikTok, it's all hot girls, by the way. It's all hot girls. So it's not like I could find anything here. Maybe dinner's in reference to... Oh, dinner. Okay, I found it. It's this. This is one of those people, 1.5 million followers, business inquiries. Hit me up at robin@illuminationpr.com. And what does she do? She is a gluttonous pig. That's what her role is as a person.
Today.
So let's see what she has in a day. She's drinking Coke, bread and ranch.
Caesar salad.
Caesar salad. Oh, because you have to have some greens in there, of course. Let's see. Caesar, I don't know if that's misspelled, by the way. Okay. She's taking the longest to process the Caesar salad, by the way, because her body's not used to it. As a matter of fact, I feel like her body might reject that.
Baked potato.
Baked potato. Again, these would all be good things in moderation. I see what looks like to be a coconut shrimp. I knew it. Coconut shrimp and what looks like to be a steak.
Shrimp.
So coconut shrimp. God. So in this one sitting.
Steak.
In this one sitting, she has to have consumed, I want to say 3,000 to 4,000 calories. Because I know she's drowning that salad. And of course, regular cherry Coke. Regular cherry Coke. Which is actually the least caloric thing that she's drinking. Which is actually funny. What is the... This is a fetish. This is a fetish, right? At this point. Worship with me. Fuck. This song played on loop while I gave birth to my son in May. Oh, I thought that was her. If you notice, a gap between her teeth is not a genetic defect. It's a feature designed to consume more food. So the more gaping holes there are, the easier it is for her to... I can't do the car crash, but you could see it there. So she eats like a bodybuilder.
No, I ordered a Walmart.
Let's see what this one is. So this is her. My goodness. I'm getting upset.
Delivery, and I asked for Dr. Pepper, and they gave me diet. And I was like, you know what? I bet they knew I was fat and decided to bring that shit. So I said, you know what?
And it's so egocentric. It's so me. Oh, I bet they knew I was fat. Oh, you're so quirky, Morgan. No, they make mistakes like that all the time. And here's the thing, bitch. Dr. Pepper Diet tastes way better than regular Dr. Pepper. I know some people might think that's sacrilege, but no. Dr. Pepper is one of the only drinks that the diet version tastes better than the regular one. And I say that being a Diet Coke fiend. I'm a Diet Coke fiend. But I acknowledge the fact that regular Coke tastes better. Diet Coke, it's better, but it doesn't taste better. Diet Dr. Pepper tastes better than Dr. Pepper.
Okay. You want to be funny? I'm going to be funnier and drink it. No, for real. But actually, I actually heard that Diet Dr. Pepper tastes the most like actual Dr. Pepper.
There you go.
Like for a diet soda.
Look at how her mouth moves. Am I the only one here? I know. Oh, Piggy, you're short. You can't say shit. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Because I can control this. She could control that.
And we're going to see if that's accurate.
Let's see if her...
Because I would hate to get pissed off right now.
Oh, because she would get pissed. She's trying to be funny, but generally, she means it. She fucking means it.
I'm just fine. Y'all know I always cut up and joke around on here. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father... Please help me make sure that this Dr.
Drink
Pepper
it!
does not knock
Oh
me
my
on
God.
will this Dr. Pepper. So, and wait. They gave me expired Dr. Pepper.
I don't care. All right, I'm done. That's all I could tolerate. My fat tolerance has been exhausted. My friends, that was gross. That was awful. Well, I guess he left a little note here. Using this little sticky thing with my P.O. Box. PigCake P.O. Box 140307, Coral Gables, Florida 33114. Which I guess is kind of cool. This supposedly sticks on things that are flat. Doesn't stick on that. I can't put it on my nuts because that's not flat. Bulbous. I have a bulbous penis. It's not possible to lose short. It's not possible to lose short. Thank you, Steve Brooksy. She goes to KFC and licks everybody's fingers. Would you let her sit on your face and sing while eating for $50K? Boy, yeah, man. There's nothing gross about $50,000, and for her to sit on my face, boy, I could deal with it. 2 minutes for $50K, I could stomach that. You could kick a field goal between those teeth. She's a bodybuilder. Different people want to build different things. I think you meant to say. He was so fat, one of his ribs broke from all the weight. Imagine the utter damage she does to her toilet. You have to imagine the bowel movements have to be legendary. Now let's see the video of her getting nasty on the dinner dumper. Nikocado avocado is another famous fat. Fat bitches be eating. Yeah, that is true. Nikocado, I think he's lost weight recently, but he was also a gluttonous, fat, disgusting pig for a long time. And just grotesque in every way, shape, or form. Ugh. And the guy used to be vegan. So I imagine this is him just completely doing a 360. Let's see. Fat bitches be eating. All I ate was a salad with shrimp. Yeah, that is true. That is the type of person that would say that. All I had was a salad with shrimp. I was talking to a friend of mine not so long ago, and I said the best thing you could do to find out if you're overeating is to count your calories for a day. I did that. I used to think, oh, no, I'm within a certain amount of calories. I'm within my maintenance, right? Or I should be under. I should be doing it under. And then I realized, no, I'm not, because I ate a handful of chocolate chips. And then I had a little burger thing from a gas station. And then I had, I drank a coffee. So these things add up. Those things add up. And the little things are the ones that add up the most. So you expect, all you ate as a big meal was whatever you had for lunch. But those things add up. And if you had breakfast, you could easily eat over 2,000 calories without even thinking about it. So I had her do that. And then she didn't do it because she got lazy. So I said, don't bitch at me when you don't lose weight. Although she is hot now, so I don't think she does need to lose weight. She's thick in the good ways. Let's go through these. As Steve Brooksy said, it's not possible to lose short, but it is possible to lose weight. And I've seen a bunch of just... let me see if I could find this hot one that was morbidly obese that I favorited a long time ago, that she turned into a snack. But I'm going to have to scroll through here for a while. Let me see if I could find it. She was fat as fuck. And then eventually she turned into a skinny thotty. So let me see if I could find that one in particular. This might be a little bit more difficult than I initially thought. But hopefully I could find it within the next 5 seconds. Because then if not, this entire thing has been a waste. All right, here. Oh my God. Look at the warning that fucking TikTok gives you before you click on a video. Participating in this activity could result in you or others being hurt. Losing weight, TikTok. I can't show you the song, but you could see what's happening here. I hate that TikTok gave me that fucking notification. But you see her, right? She's out here. This video, I don't know how many views it got, but I think it got well over 100 million views. You see her chunky. But under that, there's a hot girl. There's a hot girl under that, believe it or not. So she, I believe, decided to go to the gym. Doing some landmines there. Some lunges. There you see things are happening. Right? Things are happening there. Progress. Face is slimming. Body slimming. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You already start to see it. Look at this. Look at that. What is that business? My goodness. You know that she has flaps on flaps on flaps. And fucking whatever they got, those stretch marks. But God bless you. She went from that to this. Oh, shit. So you could definitely lose it. Very inspirational. What a snack she turned into. Thank you, TikTok, for giving me a warning that participating in exercise could potentially get you or others hurt. Ugh, be fucking better.
Be better. Be better. Be
You could be healthy at any weight. I know plenty of skinny people who've died because they've been unhealthy. Yeah, shut up. You're unhealthy. And it's because you're fat. Let's see the comments here. Unbiased Magic Reviews. I gave a review for Chop by Craig Petty, 4.23 out of 5. Well, let's see what you give my trick. Let's see what you give my trick, Unbiased. Wouldn't that be great? Eventually, my trick comes out through Alakazam. I don't know if I should say the name. I don't know if I could say the name. I mean, everything's signed, so technically they would have to renege on the contract. But I guess I shouldn't say what the trick is, but I could say the name, maybe. I don't know. No, I'm not going to say the name. But I'm sure I'll send a copy to Unbiased and see what he has to say about it. I will not review your trick. Fuck. All right, man, fine. And you're missing out on a great EDC piece of magic then. An everyday carry trick. If you listen to the podcast that I had with Craig Petty, I had a whole rant. I had a whole shit on... oh, that's funny, Steve Wonderbrooks. Well, you named it, buddy. You named it. So I have to send you one once all the packaging and shit is done. And all the other fun stuff. But, you know, it's weird. I have shown it to other people. And they think it's with the traditional gimmick. I don't know if that makes sense. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what it is. But it's based, the trick, on an old trick. And they think that I'm using that method. So it kind of not fools them, but they go, oh, shit, okay, I didn't realize that. So a little bit interesting. Don't say it says Slatzer. No, I'm not going to say it. But yeah, Steve Wonderbrooks can definitely guess it. You could bust out a Peter Turner because, well, you know it. You know it. You had some other really good names, too. I forgot what the other ones that you had, but I do remember that your list was very good. I don't know where the email thing. I think it was archived, but you had other ones that I was sitting on that for weeks thinking of good names, and I couldn't think of one. And immediately with one email, I even tried to go the AI route for the name. I described the trick to whatever the fuck AI, and I'm like, hey, give me a good name for this trick. And all the names were so lame. Yeah, you came out with the perfect one. Although, unfortunately, the perfect name is taken, and taken by a good buddy of mine. So that's kind of lame. But as far as that, I think that's the perfect name for it, especially considering one of the handlings that I'm going to teach on the project itself. Is that it? Do we have any questions? Do we have any concerns? Anything? Because I've gone through all my topics in my little reusable pad here. I don't have my thing near me, but I'll show you what I mean. See, look, you could wet it. If I wet my shirt here, let's see. Let me go through here and show you. So the card has color on it. And if I use this to erase it, look, it erases. If you want to mention it to the 19 people here. Thank you for that. Thank you for bringing me back to earth. But see, it erases. And now it's reusable. So I could reuse the same index card again. But I think that it's going to not work well after maybe 10 uses. That's when the actual coating starts to be shitty. I think you did already mention it. No, I haven't mentioned it per se. Take a shot. I haven't mentioned it. I did allude to it, I guess, by doing this. Right? So you could kind of take a guess as to what I'm doing with that. But I haven't actually said what the name is. Michael Jackson index card. Oh, you're talking about this because it went from colored to white. So that's a stream, I guess. Thank you guys for being a part of this. I might do another one later on in the week. Who knows? I was considering doing a walking stream today while I got all my errands done, but there's something annoying about holding my phone like this and talking to it. I guess people think that I'm on FaceTime because that's so common now, but I still feel obnoxious. I still feel very obnoxious because, oh, look at Mr. Important. Look at Mr. Important recording himself as he's walking. It's not a good look. Boy, I guess advice at the end of the video. Be aware of your space around you. Remember that you live in a society.
You know, we're living in a society.
If you have a deal on a North American Arms mini revolver, make sure to come in contact with me. And as always,
big fucking